Nike, Alex Eala, Georgina Camus, merch.
I feel so honored and I feel so blessed.
The hallways inside Nike World headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon are not designed for athletes who are only seen as potential stars. The flower worn in the hair was actually an idea from Nike. But on February 27, 2026, massive posters filled those walls, showcasing career achievements, match-winning highlights, and one clear image, a blooming white sampaguita, the national flower of the Philippines, featured on a custom t-shirt created exclusively for a 20-year-old ranked number 29 in the world. Alex Eala stood inside the most powerful sportswear campus on the planet, and the story of how a simple hair tie brought her there began 7 months earlier on the grass of center court. Fans who followed Eala's 2026 run already know the results, defeating Coco Gauff at Indian Wells, fighting back from a set-down against Laura Siegemund in Miami, and reaching the round of 16 at back-to-back WTA 1000 events. What many people don't realize is that Nike's backing of her was rising at the same speed, growing from a single custom accessory into a full limited edition collection and a high-profile headquarters visit in under 8 months. Then the tennis world saw what Nike had created, and the reactions spread across every corner of social media. The wider WTA landscape still places Alex Eala in the future category, a player to follow, a rising talent, someone who could become important in a few years. Nike, however, ignored that timeline completely. While the traditional system hesitated, Nike worked with a Manila-based artist to create a custom Sampaguita t-shirt, releasing it as a limited edition piece only in the Philippines and reportedly watching it sell out without any global promotion. Filipino fans took over social media, calling her Nike's new it girl.
The flower in the hair was an idea of Nike's.
The difference between how the tennis world labeled Eala and how the audience actually responded became massive. This was never just a lifestyle shirt featuring a tennis player, it was a cultural message built into Nike's global platform, and the WTA played no role in shaping it. The sport's usual gatekeepers were left watching a rise they did not plan and could not have expected. It all began with one small detail no camera was supposed to focus on. At Wimbledon 2025, Nike gave Alex Eala a custom-made white Sampaguita hair tie for her center court debut. There was no press release, no campaign, only the national flower of the Philippines placed onto the biggest stage in tennis. Eala later described it as a reminder of her roots and everything that brought her to that moment. That hair tie was never meant to define the story, but it became the starting point. By July 2025, that beginning had grown into a full collection piece, the In Full Bloom t-shirt, a limited Nike by You creation designed by Manila artist Georgina Camus. The design showed a blooming Sampaguita over a green tennis court graphic, and it launched exclusively through Park Access, Nike's official retailer in the Philippines. Around July 21, reports from fans across social media suggested it sold out quickly. There was no international release, no celebrity backing, no traditional marketing behind it. When Eala wore the shirt for her Vogue Philippines cover shoot days later, her father stood nearby and said 3 words that carried more meaning than any numbers. You could tell she loved what she had on, with a bright smile on her face. Oh.
National flower of the Philippines is called the Sampaguita, and kind of the whole idea behind it is
The merch was never just a product. It became identity worn across her chest and featured on a magazine cover for the entire country to see. The February 2026 visit to Nike headquarters transformed that identity into something physical. On Monday, Eala was preparing for Indian Wells, and by Thursday she was walking through Beaverton, Oregon, past walls filled with murals of her career, standing beside the Sampaguita shirt displayed like a gallery piece, and receiving exclusive shoes made specifically for her. Nike did not bring her there for a simple photo moment. They placed her into the very structure of the campus, the same place where the brand chooses who represents its future. Every part of that visit pointed in one clear direction. This was always the path ahead. The hair tie was never just a one-time detail, it was the opening chapter. Her on-court performances followed in perfect sync. At Indian Wells, Eala defeated Coco Gauff 6-2 before Gauff retired at 0-2 in the second set. In Miami, she came back from a set down against Siegmund, then beat Magda Linette 6-3, 7-6 to reach the round of 16. Her ranking climbed to a career high of 29. Her competitive rise and commercial breakthrough arrived at the same time, strengthening each other with every match and every release. When reporters at the Miami press conference asked Eala about her Nike partnership and whether custom on-court outfits could come next, her answer came instantly. She said she would love that. A 20-year-old looking straight at the future and showing she is ready to step into it. If you understood what the Sampaguita hair tie represented the first moment it appeared on center court, before the shirt, before the headquarters visit, before the cover shoot, you saw this coming long before the rest of the tennis world caught on. Georgina Camus was not just a random designer chosen from a list, she is a Manila-based artist carefully selected by Nike to turn the cultural meaning of a national symbol into wearable design.
Sobrang happy. It's been dream since she was a kid to see her dream come true. Grabe. I'm speechless. It's amazing.
A role that required not only creativity but a deep understanding of what the Sampaguita represents to more than 100 million people. Camus described the piece in her own words as a symbol of discipline, bravery, and full-circle growth created to inspire the next generation to bloom in their own time. No player in WTA history has ever had a custom Nike product built around their national flower and created by an artist from their own country. Nike did not hand this project off elsewhere, they grounded it within the culture it was meant to represent. Nike's growing commitment to Eala is not just a sponsorship decision, it signals where the WTA's commercial focus is beginning to shift. Southeast Asian markets, long overlooked by the sport's traditional European and North American power structure, have now proven they can generate sellout demand without a single billboard in cities like New York or London. The 2026 clay season begins in weeks. Roland Garros arrives in May, Wimbledon.
I am a fashion lover. I like to style myself. I like to look good. I feel good, makes me more confident. So
Follows in July, and the US Open closes the Grand Slam calendar in August. Each of those tournaments now carries a question that did not exist before. What will Alex wear, and how many people across the Philippines and its global community will want to wear it with her? Her success reflects their pride, and Nike understands that. The spotlight does not erase the results. Just days ago at the Miami Open, Eala lost to Karolina Muchova 0-6, 2-6, marking her second straight round of 16 defeat against a Czech player at a WTA 1000 event. In her post-match press conference, she did not avoid the moment, speaking openly about gratitude and the process of finding her limits. The next morning, she returned to practice. A white hair tie on center court grass. A Sampaguita shirt that reportedly sold out without any global promotion.
the whole message is to just have something that, a piece of home with me on such an iconic court. Yeah.
Career murals displayed inside Nike World Headquarters. A career-high ranking and a 20-year-old confidently telling the media she is ready for what comes next. What Nike has built around Alex Eala is not just a sponsorship deal, it is a clear statement that one athlete can carry the pride of an entire nation onto every court she steps on while driving demand at the same time. So the question remains, will Nike place Alex in a fully customized on-court outfit by the US Open? And if they do, will the Sampaguita symbol be part of it? The next Grand Slam cycle is already underway. Roland Garros, Wimbledon, Flushing Meadows. Each event adds another chapter to a story moving faster than anyone outside her supporters expected. If you are not subscribed, you are watching it from a distance. Subscribe now because the bloom began at Wimbledon and every petal since has landed exactly where it was meant to. 5.